Okay, let's watch this video and then come back and talk about it.
Walk into a quick service restaurant where you have to order at the counter, pick up your own food at the counter, get your own drink, bus your own table, you order, pay, and then the cashier flips their iPad toward you asking for a tip. How much do you tip? I think for fast food, I very rarely tip. But even for coffee, I'll tip 20%.
Yeah, I always tip 20%.
Yeah.
However, I would not think twice if somebody didn't.
Definitely the more work they do, the more you should tip. But something like that, I'll usually throw a buck or two down.
Yeah.
If I'm at like a fast, very casual place, I like poke a lot. If I'm getting poke will be anywhere from 10 to 15 bucks. And so I'll tip $1 or $2 because really they're just handing me the bowl. They're just scooping stuff into the bowl and handing it to me and I'm leaving.
Yeah.
But for some reason for coffee, I'll tip the same $1 or $2 on like a $4 cup of coffee. I don't know what it is.
I will say that when they just like flip the screen around and have you select your tip, often I will just select whatever the highest one is.
Yeah.
It's interesting how it's gotten because I bet people get tipped more now than they ever have before, just because it's made so easy to tip.
Theme
music.
Theme music.
Okay, so tipping at a non-traditional restaurant, let's put it that way. So I don't have a frame of reference when it comes to coffee because I don't drink coffee, so I don't go into like Starbucks or talk to baristas or things of that nature. Obviously, if I'm going to McDonald's and getting the kids some nuggets, or I'm running through Taco Bell or Burger King, I'm not tipping anything. I've never been to Poke, but I understand the concept of places like that. Here's my opinion. I go and I sit down at the restaurant, 20% minimum, sometimes 25%, depending on how good the service was. Somebody that's bringing me food, pizza guy, Uber Eats guy, DoorDash, whatever the case may be, I try to tip very, very well. If I'm walking into a joint and I'm ordering while I'm standing at a counter and I'm paying while I'm standing at a counter and you're taking my order and will eventually hand me a bag with food, in my world that doesn't fall into the realm of tippable. I don't know why, but it just doesn't. So yeah, if I walk into an establishment and I stand at a counter and I order at a counter and I pay at a counter and you flip that screen around, that's going to be a no tip for me. I walk into a restaurant and I sit down and we eat. My wife and I, it's a $53 bill. I'm gonna leave $15, $10 on a $35 bill. No matter what the pizza guy brings me. Like if I order from, if my wife's out of town and I order a pizza for myself, a small pizza and a pop or something like that, I'm still tipping them a $5, and then however much it goes up. I don't know. I got a problem with the tipping at the counter. I'm standing at the counter. I'm ordering at the counter. You're taking my order and then going to hand me food. Well, Tom, that's what a waitress in a restaurant does. They don't go back and cook your food. For me, for whatever reason, it's different.